This is how I care for my Apistogrammas. Specifically, these are Apistogramma McMasteri Golds. I have a pair in here. This is a 10-gallon tank. I would recommend probably a 20-gallon tank unless you are specifically just trying to breed. This is also my busiest tank that I have. I've got a couple platies in here. I've got a beta in here. There is a bristlenose pleco in here growing out. That's really small that I'll eventually move out. But go over some water parameters. Going to want to go anywhere from 78 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Then pH anywhere around 6 to 7. TDS, keep it around under like 200 if you can. Also, I would recommend keeping Apistos on sand. In this video, they're not on sand. Eventually, I'm going to put sand into this tank. But for right now, I'm just kind of growing them out because they are relatively young. In here, I have just a male and a female, so I have a pair. The female will probably get anywhere from 2 to 3 inches, and the male will get anywhere from 3 to 4. Sometimes the females end up getting bigger than the males, but that's very rarely happens. And then one thing that you could find challenging, if you have aggressive eaters like I do, I have platies in here. If you have any food that floats, that's not really going to work because Apistos really don't eat off the surface. I've actually never seen an Apisto eat like directly off the surface. They eat off the ground. They are microgeophagus, and they are earth-eating Apistogrammas, and they're going to eat off the ground and only off the ground. See, this is the female, obviously less color, smaller, and then the male giving me a show. Much bigger, much more colorful. You can see the colors on his fins, on his back fins right here. The females normally don't have that. Normally their fins are pretty see-through. That's the easiest way to tell them apart. One thing I recommend is having multiple caves inside of your tank. So I have one here that's big, I have one that's small, and then I have one that's tall. So obviously they prefer the coconut husk, which is really just a coconut cut in half with a hole in it, and that would be their definite preference. Plants are good for pretty much every single fish. Obviously there's other fish that don't like plants, but I mean, you got all different types of plants in here. I got boost, I got Amazon sword, all different types of stuff in here. So lots of plants. These are newer plants, so obviously they need to grow in a little bit more, but yeah, plants, sand. And then another thing to remember is they're going to live anywhere from 5 to 10 years. And if you take good care of them, they're going to live probably around 10 years. They live a lot longer than their far distant cousin, the ram. They're going to live 2, 3, 4 times as long as the ram cichlids. So just keep in mind that they're going to live a long time. Another really cool thing about the Apistos is they're great parents. So most fish, you're going to want to pull their eggs. Again, rams, they can eat their eggs. But the Apistos do a great job of parenting once they get it down. So that's really cool. They will pick their fry up and move them around towards food. There's a lot of cool videos about it. I have yet to see it. Obviously, I just got my Apistos like a week ago, and they're still pretty young. But once I do have videos of them breeding and taking care of their fry, it'll be really cool. And I'll post some videos about how to breed them once I actually figure out how to. And there's a lot of different types of Apistos too. So most common is going to be your Apistococcotoides. There's double red, super red. And then you have Borellii, Agassizii, all those different types of Apistos that I could pop up on the screen here for you. So lots of different types of choices. My favorite, although I've only had the McMasteri, or the McMasteri just looking off the pictures, I think the McMasteris are really cool. So, and then yeah, that's pretty much the meat and potatoes of Apistogrammas. Obviously, I have McMasteris, but all this goes for pretty much every species. There are slight differences, but really in the care, it's going to be pretty much the same. So anyways, thank you guys for watching.